Boda? Oh my God.
Boda.
We don't know who is the culprit.
Boda.
Once I remove the virus, your computer will run faster.
You have been scambaited by Boda.
Thanks for calling the Publishers Clearinghouse. We may be on another call or in a meeting, so you could please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we will get back in touch with you shortly. Thanks. Have a great day. God bless you.
Yes, hello. I'm calling about the message I received. This is June Funkladle. You can call me back at 332-455. I look forward to speaking with you. All right, bye now.
So what are you doing? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me? Is this June?
Yes?
Okay, you're speaking with Michael Anderson, ma'am, from Publishers Clearinghouse. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Did you got a message on your phone, or was it a call you received, or what is the message you received, ma'am?
Yes, yeah, I did. I got a message on my machine. It says that I'm some winner of, did it say the Publishers Clearinghouse?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Right,
I
ma'am.
know who you guys are. Is that you? Is that who?
Yes,
Your Publishers
yes,
Clearinghouse?
yes, ma'am. You're speaking with the Publishers Clearinghouse Company. My
My
name is
goodness.
Michael Anderson. Which one of your phones did you receive the message on?
Well, I believe they all come through to this phone. I have another line, but it was on this phone here.
Okay, what is your other line you have? Because I want to make sure I'm speaking with the rightfully person who I'm supposed to. Because you are a
Well,
major
the other
winner
one
here.
is a business line.
Oh, okay, and what is the area code of the business line, ma'am?
Well, I'm not going to give that one out because it's a business line.
So how that's the reason. And did you got a claims code number?
It's, 7
Right,
written down here.
17. Right.
Is
Let
it
me have
1702?
it now.
1702, yeah.
1702. Okay, well, ma'am, based on your report, the reason of the notified you about this is to notify you that you are a winner here. Okay?
Sorry, what?
I'm saying we're here to notify you, ma'am, that you are a winner of $5.5 million and a brand new Mercedes automobile,
My
in which I
goodness.
would love to say congratulations to you, ma'am. A warm congratulations and welcome on board. What happened, Mrs. June? Your name along with your information, it was randomly raffled here in our computer database ballot system. You were raffled among 250,000 other competitors. We're so happy to say that your name was luckily emerged as a second place category winner. And what you have won from the
My
company, ma'am,
goodness.
that's the total amount for $5.5 million and a brand new Mercedes sports car.
Oh my
Okay?
goodness. Thank you so much.
And what is that? What is that in the background going? A lot of noises in your background.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I'm saying there's a lot of noise in your background.
Is there? I don't hear
Huh?
anything. I don't hear anything.
Do you have the?
All I can hear is your budgie hair to have.
Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you, ma'am. Is this the first time been notified about a prize you have won from the Publishers Clearinghouse Company?
Is it the what?
Is this the first time you have been notified of the prize you have won from Publishers Clearinghouse Company?
Oh, I don't know. Did you Notify me previous?
Well, definitely that's the reason why we
I
push.
didn't get it if you did. I mean, if I had gotten it, I would definitely contact. I don't know. Have you tried to contact?
Well, we tried
I know
that before
sometimes a
many
doctor
times.
will try to contact me, and I know that I don't know if it's something wrong with my lines. He says that he calls and it goes directly to to the voicemail. So, and I know that
Right.
I'm not on the line or anything, and I have two lines, so I would hear a second call coming in on the other line, and I would be able to check it, but I never hear it, and so
That's the
I don't
thing.
know why it
That
would be
that
going right to voicemail for him.
that's the
But he
thing.
said
And
that
let
he's
me
called a
ask
couple of times because he needed to try to change some medications and whatnot. But he tried to get a hold of my nephew. Actually, said that's happened as well. But yeah, so I don't know if you've tried to get a hold of me, and just I don't know.
you, ma'am,
So
we
you would
try
have
to
to
get
tell
a
me
hold
if
of
if
you.
you did try. Oh, you did. Okay, yeah. See, that
Well,
seems like to be a reoccurring pattern here. I'm gonna have to get maybe have a look taken at my phone lines or something. Maybe it has. Now, I do have this phone. This phone is. I mean, it's probably goodness, probably 25 years old. It's not a new device in the home. That's for sure. But and my husband bought it when he was still alive, but that was quite a while ago. This is just a home, so it's not like one of those. I know my
right,
nephew.
but
He
because Miss
has a
June,
cellular phone,
ma'am,
and
ma'am,
he's needing to get
ma'am,
a new one
ma'am,
every year or two
ma'am,
years. He says it
ma'am,
breaks on him, or
ma'am,
I mean,
ma'am,
they just go
ma'am, hello,
out of date, I guess.
hello,
So he say he always has to buy a new one. He's coming over and he shows the phone.
ma'am, ma'am,
Yes, yeah,
ma'am, hello.
I'm hearing you.
Are you
Here,
are
I'm
you
just
not
saying that
planning to give
I
me?
know that this phone is fairly old. So that could be a part of the problem is that the phone is old. Maybe I don't. I have to contact my phone provider.
So
So
that's
the
the so
AT
you're
and
not
T.
planning to give me no time to talk to you. You
What's
don't
that?
want to hear what I have to say. Is it a
Oh,
case
I
where
was
you
just
don't want to hear?
answering your questions, wasn't I?
Oh, yes, but what I'm trying to say to you is that, ma'am, you need to answer my question because
That's what
what
I
I
thought.
asked you,
That's what I was doing. I was talking
but what I asked
about
you,
you
listen,
missing getting the
hold
notification.
on,
You said that
hold
I had
on,
if I got
hold
asked
on,
if I had a
hold on.
notification or not, and I really didn't know. So you'd probably know better than I do.
Ma'am, what I'm trying to say to you is that in a case, we have tried to send you numerous of notification. That was the reason I asked
Well,
you
yeah, that's what
what
I was
was the
saying. You know,
other.
my doctor and my nephew, they go through the same kind of thing. So I think it's probably something to have to do with somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, okay. Well,
I'm
my
not a
question.
phone repairman.
Well, let me ask you, ma'am. Are you interested of receiving and claiming your price from the publisher's clearinghouse company?
Oh, certainly, yes, yeah. Certainly.
Could you get a clean sheet of paper and a writing pen for me so you could take down some necessary information that would be helpful and useful for you upon your delivery?
Yes, yeah. Just give me.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, now you're gonna listen to me very carefully now, okay, madam?
Oh,
Okay, first you're gonna make a
yeah.
note of the
You
com.
know, when I was working at the bank. I worked at the bank before
Mhm.
I retired, but they would send us to because they wanted the tellers to engage in what they called active listening. So we went to courses, went to training courses to learn active listening. I pride myself in being able to listen, to gather all the information required. You can go on, and I can listen very carefully. I'm a careful listener. Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
so
whole active
listen, what?
listening thing was it was a great course. It did actually help a bunch because you learn how to
Oh,
take everything in. Because sometimes people when they're in conversations they're not picking up what you're putting down. If you know what I mean. No. Yes, it was very helpful. I'm glad that they put us out to course for that. And there was some courses I didn't appreciate.
okay,
That
all right.
was
Okay, so what you're gonna first do, you had make note of the company name which you're talking to, right? That is the PCH, well known for Publishers Clearinghouse. Now you're gonna make a note of the company's address. The address is 101 Winners Circle. That's
one.
101 Winners Circle. That's in Jericho, New York. Let me spell Jericho for you. Jericho spelled Jericho. Jericho, New York.
All right.
And the zip code is 11573. Okay?
All right.
Now you're gonna make a note of the company's phone number. That's the same phone number you call, which is 585-466-2240. Again, that's 585-466-2240. You have that?
All right.
Okay, now you're gonna make a note of my name. My name is Michael Anderson.
Mikey
Michael, that's Michael Anderson. Also what you're gonna do, you're gonna make a note of how much you will be receiving from the publisher's clearinghouse company.
So I
That's
already
the
have that.
I'm sorry?
I already have that written down. It's 5.5, 5,000 a week, and then the Mercedes.
Right. Well, you're supposed to put it all in one because you're gonna have to show it to the delivery guys when they shows up.
Yep, I have it all.
Huh?
I have it all written here already.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. And you make a note of your claims code, right?
Yeah, it's already here. 7.
Okay, so you're gonna start from the top of the paper and you're gonna let me know exactly what you have written on the paper.
Well, I have 5.5 million, 5,000 week Mercedes 2023, claim code 1702, PCH 101 Winter Circle, Jericho, New York 11573, 585-466-240, Mikey Anderson.
What is the zip code for the company, ma'am?
11573.
You're so correct, madam. And to be honest with me this morning, ma'am, you're June, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest with me this afternoon, how does it really feel in your own good word to know that you will finally won yourself an award from the Publishers Clearinghouse?
Oh, I feel swift.
I'm sorry?
I feel swifty.
And could you give me a better understanding of Swifty?
Swifty.
Swifty, right. Could you be more...
Everybody
Could
get
you be...
swifty. Swifty. I feel great. It feels good.
Okay, then this is the first time you have ever been notified about a prize from the Publishers Clearinghouse, right?
Did you notify me before?
Huh? I'm sorry?
Did you notify me
Hold on.
before?
Are you still there?
I'm still here, yes, yeah.
Right, ma'am. So what I want to say to you, how long have you been with Publishers Clearinghouse for?
I'm with you guys? What do I...
Right.
What
How
do you
long
mean?
I'm saying how long since you have been with our company?
I didn't know I was with you. I'm sorry. But have I been with you?
How long have you been participating with Publishers Clearinghouse? How long have you been playing the Publishers Clearinghouse software?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Have I been playing with you somewhere? I don't
what
know.
do you mean?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You know the Publishers Clearinghouse
Yes,
company,
yes,
right?
I know the company, yes, but I don't know what you mean by play. How do you even play it? I don't understand.
So you have never entered the Publishers Clearinghouse before?
Not that I remember, no.
And nothing.
Do you have to enter it or something? I don't understand how it works.
No, it's not about enter. What I'm saying, you have to buy qualifying products such as pay your utility bills in time and all those stuff. So what I want to ask you here, you've known the Publishers Clearinghouse for many years, right?
I've heard of it, yes, yeah, definitely. I've heard.
Right. So let me ask you, you haven't
I
seen...
think I've seen. I used to get the Reader's Digest. I've seen it in there.
Right. So have you ever seen the advertisement of the company on TV before? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Well, that's what I just
Have
said.
you-
I just told you, dipshit. I just said I'd seen you before. Yes.
Right, definitely to be. Well, that's the same way how we're gonna be coming to see you at your home, okay?
Right, okay.
We're gonna be coming price patrol. We're gonna be coming directly to your home. Now, that's what I'm gonna ask you because you're gonna have to verify a few stuff with me so we could know exactly where to come meet you, okay? Or to come and see you. Is it possible for us to have a delivery done for you, ma'am?
When, today?
Well, definitely not today, but it won't be for long because that's what we're getting papers and stuff resolved. So basically, what I want to
Because
say,
I do need, there's some things I need to do today. And I can't, I have a doctor's appointment at about 4
oh, you,
o'clock, so I can't cancel that now. I have to get my
no, I
refill
don't,
on my heart
I
medicine,
don't,
so
I
I
don't.
have to get in there. He has to sign the paper thing. I only have to do that about every 4 months. I have to go in
All
and
right,
get him to re-sign
sweetie,
the
sweetie,
prescriptions because
sweetie,
it just
listen
does.
to me.
So
Listen,
he only
that's
does the
listen
4
to
months
me.
at a time, I guess.
Listen
I
to
don't know
me.
if it's a
You listen,
pharmacy thing
ma'am.
or not,
Hello, hello,
so
hello,
I have to
hello,
definitely do that. If
ma'am.
you're
Hello,
talking
hello.
tomorrow, then I'll probably be here most of the day.
All right. Can you hear me, ma'am? Could you give me a moment to talk
What's that? Yeah,
and
yeah.
only listen? All right. Listen what I wanted you to do
Oh
for
wait,
me. I
tomorrow
want
I
for
was gonna go to the market, but I was gonna get a ride in with Michelle, my friend. But I can cancel that. I don't need to do that. I can cancel.
so do
So
you
I don't
drive?
need to. That?
Do you drive?
Well, I can drive people crazy. That's what I'm told. But no,
Ma'am, are you taking this for a gimmick or something?
for what? This is a whole gimmick? Well,
No,
I
I'm
mean, a
asking if that's
PCA, the publishers, PCH, Publishers Clearing House. That
right.
sounds
And
like a big gimmick, doesn't it?
no, ma'am, it can't be a big gimmick. I mean, you have to talk to me, and you're talking as if you don't want to listen to nothing what I have to say.
What do
You
you
just
mean?
have the mic on. You're just talking. You're just talking all the day long. It seems as if you don't want to give me time to talk. How are you gonna
Well, do you want to
understand
just
how to
talk
claim your
right
prize?
precise and concise and just get right to the point? I mean, I thought we were just two human beings on the telly.
Yeah, we're all human beings, but you have to remember, ma'am, we're speaking over $5.5 million here, which you're supposed to receive. You would have to receive this, ma'am. You have won it. You have won 5.5 million and 5,000 weekly, such as a brand new car. And that's the reason why I return your call because we needed to have things done so you could receive your prize. You understand what I'm saying to you now?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. You're gonna verify with me your address.
My address? Don't you already have it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am told you where you're calling from. Is it the number upon file? And I ask you, what is the old phone number that you received the message through? You didn't want to tell me. So that's the
I'm at
reason I'm
320
wondering if
West 56, New York.
you're at New York, New York.
Yeah.
Okay. And listen to me what I wanted to say to you here now. I mean, I'm going to ask you this final. Is it a case where you are in a rush to receive your prize? Would you
I
love
thought
to
I already
receive it?
answered that. Do I have to keep answering things over and over? 'Cause if that's
No,
the
but you're
case, I'll
talking.
take it. I'll take it.
Ma'am, we're not gonna be taking this to nowhere else, ma'am. But if you're talking and you don't want to give me time to talk, how we're gonna get business done?
What are you talking about?
You,
Like, what
you.
do you mean you don't have time to talk? Well, call me back
I
when you
didn't
have
say
time
I
to
don't
talk.
have.
You
I
don't call
didn't
me when
say
you
I
don't have
don't.
time to talk. You
Ma'am,
call
I
me when
didn't say
you have time to talk, and then we can talk.
Ma'am, hello.
I
I
don't know what
didn't
you're
say I
talking
don't.
about that you don't have time to talk when we're talking right now. You say you don't have time to talk, then call me when you have time to talk. Aren't you at work?
Ma'am, that's
Would
not.
all your
That's
time be
not.
for talking if your job was talking? Time to talk.
Ma'am, ma'am,
I'm giving you
hello.
time.
Can
You
you
have
hear
to.
me?
You already have the time to talk because you're being paid for it. You're
Hello,
doing your
hello,
job.
hello,
I don't know where
hello,
you're going on about not having time to talk.
hello,
All you have is time to talk. That's all the time that you have is to talk.
hello,
Yes.
hello,
And you're the one
hello.
that
That's
chooses
what.
not to talk.
Well, because how could I,
See, now you talk and you don't even talk into the phone. You like I don't know. You put the phone down in your lap or something.
ma'am, listen to me. You're not giving me a second to talk to you. You always keep talking. If you keep talking always, how I'm gonna explain stuff
But
to
that's
you?
how a
I didn't.
conversation works. I thought is that both people talk.
But
So
you
we're
doesn't like
talking.
to give someone the mic. You need to learn how to listen when
Aren't you
someone
talking
have
right now? I'm
something to
pretty sure you're
say to
talking
you.
right now, and you got across the information. And I got a lot of information from you already through this conversation, so I don't know where you're coming off that you don't have time to talk.
I didn't say I don't have
I think you're
time.
talking about that you don't have time to talk, as in you're busy at work, that you don't have time to talk. That's
No,
what I thought you were
no,
talking
that's
about.
not. No, no, no. What I'm
Because I would
saying
say
is
you
that
just
you
call
need
me
to
back at a
give
better
me.
time, because if you don't have time to
n-
talk, you shouldn't have called me in the first place.
No, I have my time here. This is my job, and this is what I have
Well,
to
that's what
do.
I'm saying.
But
You have the time to talk, so talk. We're talking
right,
now,
but
so
you
I don't know
need to
where you got
listen.
from where you're not
Listen,
saying that
you
we don't
need to
have time to
listen
talk.
more
But
than
I'm
how
not
you
giving you
talk.
time to talk.
You're
I mean,
going
you have to
on
take the
all the
time to
while.
talk yourself. You have to. I mean, I come from a family with 5 brothers and 4 sisters, so you have to find the time to talk.
So, all right, what I'm gonna say to you, your appointment will be your doctor's appointment today at 4 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and let me ask you, what would you be back from your appointment? That's your doctor's appointment.
Well, I mean, usually it is just that I do go in just get something re-signed, but I do get my blood pressure checked. So, I mean, sometimes we do
Mhm.
have a little bit of a conversation. So, I mean, it all really depends on him, because he can talk your ear off. Oh my goodness, he will just talk, talk, talk. And I mean, it's all about stuff that I really should be listening to, because it all has to do with my medications and different side effects, and how to kind of relieve those side effects without having to take more medicine. Because, as you get older, you have to take all of this medicine, and one of the biggest things is the side effects of those medicine. You end up taking half of the medicine you take is for side effects of other medicine. So it just. But there's always some good ways to kind of soothe some of those side effects, so you don't have to take as much medication. But it all really depends on him and how long that takes, and then it's just a trip down to the pharmacy to pick up
Okay,
my
and
medicine for the next.
Mrs.
Now I
June,
just
Mrs. June,
usually it takes them about
Mrs. June,
25 minutes
Mrs.
to
June,
count them out, because I mean
Mrs. June,
it is probably about
Mrs.
5 or 6
June,
different bottles that they do give, and they have to
Mrs.
count them out by
June,
hand. They can't just throw some pills
Mrs.
in a
June,
bottle and
Mrs.
expect
June,
it to be right.
Mrs.
So
June,
I
Mrs.
usually
June,
sit
Miss
down and
June,
I read a
hello,
paper there for.
hello,
Oh, hello.
hello,
Yes, yeah, I can
hello,
hear you. Yep,
hello,
I hear you.
hello, Jesus Christ,
I
miss,
usually take.
why don't
I usually just
Jesus ever
read a.
see?
They usually have like a People magazine or something there by a chair, so I'll sit down and I'll read that for. I'll read an article or two in there, and then they're done. So it probably only take me about an hour and a little bit.
Ma'am, what I want to ask you, ma'am, how would you love your price to be delivered? Would you love to have a public delivery or a personal and private delivery?
Like
Now,
I would
when I
like the.
say
I mean, I've seen on the TV and in different. Well, you see on a paper if it's somebody that's more local, where they have those oversized, comedically oversized checks, where they have your name in big letters and then the amount and everything. I've seen them so many times. I would really, I think, enjoy something like that. I do believe I've seen Publishers Clearinghouse do that sort of thing. I think that's
right,
probably where
that's
where
what,
I've seen it.
ma'am,
Who
hello,
is it? Who
Jesus
is it that
Christ,
is it Ed was it Ed
hello,
McMahon that did that? I'm not sure if it was Ed McMahon.
hello,
I think you guys have
hello,
had different
hello,
celebrities
hello,
over the years
hello,
that would do the
hello,
presentations
hello,
and everything.
hello,
Yeah,
hello,
this whole
hello,
get up
hello,
thing. That's oh
hello,
yes, hello,
hello,
hello.
hello. How can I ask you something?
What's that?
Can I ask you something?
Well, yes, yeah, of course.
How do you learn? How do you learn?
What's that? Well,
How
I've
do you
always been
learn?
really a kind of a hands-on learner. Now there are different types of learners. You have the people that learn just by reading, but then there's the people that learn by doing.
Listen,
And
listen
I think
to
that
me.
the
I'm
schools
gonna
really
say,
have learnt this
listen,
a
listen,
lot in the last
listen.
a
Hello,
while. So
hello,
they're kind of
hello,
cater to
hello,
the different needs of students,
hello,
which
hello,
is a really
hello.
good thing,
Listen,
because I know
listen,
I didn't really
listen.
succeed
Hello, hello,
very
hello,
far in school,
hello,
because I was more of
hello,
a
hello,
hands-on learner than
hello,
I had
hello,
to
hello,
actually do things to learn it. I
hello,
couldn't just read a
hello.
book
I
and
feel like
learn.
that woman are purposely a do.
What's
I
that?
feel like him purposely a chat. You
Hello?
purposely a chat. You chat too much.
You were asking me a question, didn't you? You said, how do I learn?
Listen to me. You go with too many explanation. You have. I mean, how I'm gonna
Well,
help you, ma'am?
you need to be more precise in your questions then. You said, how do
Well,
I
ma'am.
learn?
Yeah,
How am
because
I
I
supposed to answer that? But without
because
a
listen,
succinct
listen,
answer.
listen, ma'am. Listen, you doesn't give someone else any time to talk. You're always talking. You talk so you how do you love to talk? You have to listen, ma'am. Listen. Listen is the key. If you don't listen, you're gonna go wrong. You're always talking. I have no time to talk. Each time I say something, you cut me out right through, and you're just talking, 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 talking. How I'm gonna help you, ma'am, if you don't answer and listen for me to talk again? You're always talking.
Okay, now
Give
do
me a
I get it?
give me
Can
a
I
chance.
now have a chance to talk?
You're right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me listen what you have.
I don't have anything to say.
You don't have anything to say. All right. What I'm gonna say to you and what I'm gonna ask you, please, when I ask you something, if you could cut it short, yes or no, or just a simple explanation. You doesn't have to take the mic away from. I am the package director. You're supposed to be the listener most of the conversation. That's the way how you're gonna learn how you're gonna claim the prize from Publishers Clearinghouse. If
Well,
you
that
doesn't give
seems
me
like an
time to talk,
awful sexist thing for you to say. I think that you're trying to do some. What is going? How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you? How dare you sit there
I'm
and tell
sorry.
me how it's going to go like that? That is incredibly rude.
How it could be incredibly rude, ma'am. But so you're telling me how you would love to receive the prize? I mean, are you gonna do this so you could receive your prize? Can you do it
Are
for
you my
yourself?
husband in the 1950s or something? Hmm?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
that's what you sound like you're trying to be in this trying to
No, but
push a power play on me or something, trying to gain
I'm not.
authority over me. Well,
I'm not.
that's what it feels like.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. What I wanna ask you, how are you gonna claim your prize if you doesn't listen to me? That's what I'm asking. That's
I've
a
been
simple
listening. I've
question.
been listening
No, no, you're not. You've been talking. You've been talking. You've been talking. And I won't lie on you, ma'am. You've been talking.
right
And
now.
I ask you a simple question. How would you like your delivery to be? I ask if you would love to have a public delivery where paparazzi's news team and the photograph scenes will be over, or you think you would rather to have
Yeah,
just
and
a
I said that I would
personal and
really like to
private.
have one of those big check because I mean I've seen them on TV and everything, and then I think that it's just it looks very exciting, and you know you're getting surprised with this very large check. And I think just
Large check.
a picture of that would just I've seen so many pictures of.
All right, but listen to me as I say to you, that's the same thing which will happen for
I mean,
you at
I would
your
love to
door.
be in a magazine or something like that.
Well, listen,
Maybe
it's not.
in a People's Magazine or something. I mean, 5.5 isn't
You're
that much
gonna,
to be in People,
darling,
but I mean, I
darling,
definitely
Mrs.
want to be
June,
in some kind of magazine. I mean,
Mrs.
that would be
June.
just a. I mean, everybody deserves their 5 minutes of fame, right? I mean, that's what they always say is everybody deserves 5 minutes of fame. And so, I mean, I certainly have not had it in my lifetime yet.
Right. So what I'm gonna say to you is that, ma'am, within the Publishers Clearinghouse company, have you ever heard any bad comments about Publishers Clearinghouse before?
No, I haven't heard any comments at all. I mean, nobody. It's not like Publishers Clearinghouse is a household topic, and people are just chatting about it or anything. But I've seen them in the what's that Reader's Digest. Now, my husband used to buy all kinds of the Reader's Digest. We had a subscription to them. Well, he would go and, after supper. He would go and sit on the loo and do his business, and he would read
So where is your
different
husband?
things,
Where is your
and
husband?
I would read them as well. But I would read the
Where is
short
your
articles
husband?
like
Where is your
Life's
husband?
Like That
Where is
and
your husband?
College Humor, and there's a couple of 3 or 4 I think. They have just like little snippets of I think it's usually people writing in, and you can have something submitted. But they're usually actually, oh my goodness, Sonny. So I always
Yo,
enjoyed those
more.
when I would do the business. So I mean, that's the only place that I've ever seen anything about a publisher's clearinghouse, and I certainly never had conversations. As I said, I don't even know how it worked. I just know people. I've
Okay.
seen the pictures with the large checks and balloons and everything.
Okay, I understand you. So what I want to
I mean, if
also
that
ask
happened
you
around
is
here,
this.
I'm sure that would
Well,
it
ma'am,
would be
it's
a
not
big
an
deal.
if. All right, could you give me a
I mean,
moment
like,
to
so if
say
somebody, what
something?
I'm saying is, if somebody came to the door with a big check, it would probably there are a lot of people would notice, a lot of people around.
Could you give me a moment?
Oh, you need yes,
Could you give me a moment?
you need to do something. Be right here.
No,
I'll wait here.
I need to,
You're gonna put me
no,
on
I'm
hold.
saying no, I need to say something. I need to say something. That's the reason why I'm asking you for a moment. Could you give me one moment to
Oh
talk to
yes,
you
yeah,
again?
yeah. Go ahead. Just
Alright,
be
what I
succinct.
want to say to, alright, well, what I want to say to you, it's not an if, it's not a maybe, it's
It's a
not a,
when.
it's, I mean, what you need to know, it would happen, ma'am. It's gonna come to you at your door. We're gonna be coming with the balloons and the roses and the flowers, like what you have seen on the television. We're gonna come to see you at
Oh,
your
you're on the
door
television
with
too?
this,
What channel?
well,
I mean,
huh?
I don't have all. What channel are you? You said you're on the television. What channel are you on? I don't
No,
have
I
all of the
wasn't.
channels. I don't get all of the channels. But when the husband was alive,
Well,
we got more of the channels. He liked some of the sports channels, and I think we got
where
some more of the
there,
movie
well,
channels. But we
it's
don't.
normally,
Since he died, I cut back a little bit on them, but I still get my game show network channel. I think it's just
okay,
basically
well,
the basic cable with a one package that has the game, because I like all of the game shows, Jeopardy and
okay,
Price is Right,
okay, so,
Wheel of
all
Fortune,
right, so what I want to ask you as well, ma'am,
Whammo. Oh, I
uh,
loved Whammo. That was so.
can you,
What's that?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. What I want to say to you at this moment now, what I'm saying to you, when we come up at your doorstep, do you think we should take the medics with us, or you're okay to stand and see yourself receiving all this blessing?
Are you not in good health? I mean, I think you should probably bring your medics if you're not in good health. I mean,
I
I
know.
know. For me, if I'm not feeling very well, I definitely take, I
Ma'am,
take
I am
precautions
asking if
so
I
that
should.
I don't
Ma'am,
hurt
I'm
myself.
asking
Because,
if I.
I mean,
Ma'am,
at my
hello,
age, if I take a little
hello,
tumble and
hello, hello,
I could break
hello,
a hip, and
hello, hello,
that's
hello,
like a
hello,
good eight
hello, hello,
months to a
hello,
year
hello,
of
hello,
recovery.
hello,
Oh
hello,
yes, hello,
hello,
yeah,
hello,
hello.
hello. You talk too much. That's what I have. That's the problem I have with you. You talk too much. Ma'am, I didn't say to you that I have problems with me. What I ask you is that I ask you if you are strong enough. I didn't say I'm sick. I'm not a sick person. You talk too much.
You're
I
sick.
ask you if I'm not sick.
You should
You're
take some
sick.
time off. Do they not have a good sick time? I know I worked at a job one time. It was a linen company, and we were
Yeah.
pressing linen and
Ma'am, I'm not sick.
starching
Hello,
things for
hello,
I think it was
hello,
different
hello.
hotels, but they did not have a good sick leave at all. If you got sick one time in a year, you run out of all of your time. And some of the girls there, they just got sick of it. They couldn't work there, so they people would end up getting sick and then just having to leave and not have a job anymore. It was horrible. I don't. These days, people have much better sick leaves and sick time.
Ma'am, listen, I didn't say to you that I'm sick. I'm not sick, okay?
Oh, you're better now?
Hold on.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to go. Yeah, I
Hello?
need to. Yes, hello?
All right, listen to me. That's what I need to say to you. Ma'am, you talk too much. You don't give me time to talk. When I ask you, I didn't say to you that I'm sick. I'm not a sick person. I'm a healthy man. I'm strong. I'm asking if you are a sick person where I have to bring the
Yes,
medics
this is.
with us. I didn't say I'm a sick person, ma'am.
You're
I'm
strong.
not a
Okay,
sick
that's good.
person.
Right. Yeah, it is
So
important to be
listen to
strong. I
me.
mean, if I was younger, I would certainly be exercising a lot more. It gets
So
harder,
what I want to say,
harder
all
to
right, can you
exercise and
hear
be
me? Can you
strong
listen
when
to
you
me?
get older.
Hello, hello, can you
But you
listen
can
to
still
me?
do it. You
Can
can
you
still do
listen
it.
to
You
me?
could just do
Can
little movements and
can
stretches and this and
can you
that, and
listen to me?
that's how I'm able to still be to move around. I'm
Can
sure
you
if I
listen
didn't
to
do
me?
my stretches, then I would not be able to move.
Ma'am, listen to me. What I'm
Yes,
saying to you. How you're all right. Do you want to claim your prize or not?
yes,
Do you want to claim it?
yes.
So how you're gonna claim your prize if you're not giving me time to talk? You're talking too much.
I talk.
Oh my goodness, and I keep saying to you, you talk too much. You call about a prize, you wanna claim it. How you're gonna claim it when you're
Well,
not
how do
giving
I
me
claim
time
it?
to talk? Or that's what I'm here to do. And you're not giving me a time to talk. You're just keep talking, talking, talking. Oh my goodness. Are you ready to listen to me?
I'm ready. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, that
No,
does
what
remind
I'm
me, I
saying.
do need to make an appointment with my ear doctor because they're saying that hearing is starting to go. I certainly can hear you because this phone that I have is I think it's for seniors or people hard of sight hearing because the numbers are very large. The volume goes up,
Are you
and the
ready?
buttons are really big. Yes. Yeah.
How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 74.
You're 74. Okay, well, listen to me, my dear. What you need to understand, this is a case where you have to listen to me so you could be able of claiming and receiving your prize, okay?
That.
Okay, now what I wanted to say to you here, you will have to go through the claiming process for me to explain it to you. Now, are you employed? Are you currently employed, unemployed, retired, or self employed?
Oh, well, I used to work for the bank. I used to work for Bank of America, but I retired probably about 6 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I did work a little bit longer than I had to. I could have retired a little bit earlier, but sitting around the home is just not something that I like to do. It's not the kind of person that I am. I mean, it's the person that I've now become, but 10 years ago, that wasn't the case. So I always like to be active, up, out, around people, and that's always how I've been. So, but now, I mean, I am retired, so I am a little bit
Okay, and
more
let me ask you.
lethargic in my day to day. It gets a little bit harder to get out on account of my knees. My knees are probably the one thing that's going the most. They get sore and tired. I take painkillers. I walk around a lot. I do like to walk around, but I have to keep it to a
So
minimum
listen to me.
because
All right.
it does get
Can you
painful
listen to me?
sometimes
Hello,
after a
hello,
while. And I don't like
hello.
taking those painkillers because they make you all loopy. They make you all, oh my goodness.
All right. Yes.
I mean, they make the pain go away, that's for sure, but I don't like how it makes me feel. I can't watch my game shows if try to look at the numbers on it. It's all moving everywhere. All the numbers are shaking and moving around, and oh my goodness, I need to go lay down. If my knees start hurting, and I'm gonna be laying down, and
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Okay. I mean, are you living in your own home of residence, or you have to pay rent?
Oh well, back in 1987, my husband built this home himself. He built it with his own bare hands. We So I haven't ever even had a mortgage on this house, not a once. I own it clear and outright. And
Okay,
then
okay,
since
and
my husband, everything was in his name. But we were, of course, married. We got married, and he died 4 years ago.
oh, your husband died 4 years ago. My
Yes, yeah,
condolence goes
yeah,
out to
yeah.
your husband.
Yeah,
Okay.
he fell, fall. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and let me ask you, ma'am. Do you think you have someone who you could trust? Do you think you could have someone that you could trust to put as your beneficiary
Well,
of
my
your prize?
husband. Yeah, my husband.
Your husband?
Yeah, I trust my husband.
No, I asked you, ma'am, do you think that you have someone who you trust that you could put
Yeah, my
as the
husband.
beneficiary?
He said, my husband.
Who will be the beneficiary of the prize, ma'am?
What?
Who will be the beneficiary of the prize?
We're going fishing? I don't know what you're
Can you
saying,
hear
I'm
me?
sorry. Yeah, but I don't know what you're saying. Saying something about going
Uh,
fishing?
no, ma'am, nothing about fishy. What I'm saying to you, ma'am, what I'm trying to say to you is that who would you be placing as the beneficiary? Do you got someone who you could trust to put as the beneficiary for your prize, ma'am?
Oh, the beneficiary.
Right, that's what.
My nephew. My nephew.
What is the name of your nephew, ma'am?
Jonathan.
Okay, hold on, sweetheart.
That reminds me.
Are you still there?
Yes, yeah, that reminds me. I
Can
need to
you?
pick up some pectin.
I'm sorry.
I said, that reminds me, I need to pick up some pectin.
Somewhat
To make jam, pectin, to make jam.
to make jam for what?
For toast.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna toast jams. All right. Listen, what I'm saying to you.
No,
Can
I'm
you
not gonna
hear me
toast
now?
jams. I'm gonna make toast and put jam on it. I make my own
Oh,
jams. I like to make jams out of just about
okay.
anything
Listen to me.
that's sweet.
Hello, listen.
You know, I'll go
Hello,
to the store and I
hello.
pick up
Listen to
some
me. Can you
mangoes or
hear
some
me? Hello.
peaches or anything like that, and I just make some jam out of
Oh,
that.
God. Hello.
It's so much cheaper than having to purchase a
Hello.
bottle of
Hello.
it. It's just ridiculous how much they
Oh,
want in the stores now.
God, you chat so, man. Oh, you chat so.
Hello?
You chat too much.
Yeah, I need to get pectin, I said.
Listen, ma'am, you need to listen to me. Each time I ask you to listen, you keep talking. How I'm gonna do this for you?
I think it's made by Certo.
Huh?
The pectin is made by Certo.
What is that?
It's for making the jam.
All right. Well, so your jam is important to you than your money that you're supposed to get.
What? No.
So why can't you listen and just answer me? Why you have to keep talking?
I'm listening. That's what I'm doing. I'm
Huh?
engaging in active listening. Actually, it's a special way to listen.
It's a special way for what?
Active listening.
That's what you need to do. Listen.
Yes.
What I'm asking you now, who would you be placing as the beneficiary for the prize? Who are you going to put down as the beneficiary?
Well, as I said, it would be Jonathan.
Huh?
Jonathan, my nephew. I have a nephew, Jonathan. He has a family. Him, Jonathan, and Teresa, and his sons.
What is
He has
his
two
name?
sons.
What is his name? What is his name?
I just told you his name is Jonathan. Goodness gracious,
You're
he's
breaking
32.
up.
Jonathan, Johnny, John.
Johnny.
You know, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Jonathan.
Okay, so that's Mr. John Janis. Okay, so right. And what I also want to ask you, your another question upon your T91 form at this precise moment, ma'am.
It's a what? What
John
did you say?
Jonathan,
What form?
you trust John.
Do I need a
That's your
form?
nephew.
What form?
Play with me.
What do I need?
Ma'am, what are you trying to do? You're trying to raise my blood pressure?
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. When I have my high blood pressure, goodness gracious, I don't feel right at all. You know, you get
That's
you get
why you need to
lightheaded,
listen.
you get nauseous, you get just feel just all dragged out. Oh my goodness, I feel
And
like
that's the way how
I'm
you're
just
gonna have me
feel
to
like I'm
feel.
almost gonna die. Like I have no more energy left, and I could just keel over and cease to exist right now. But I've learned that when I start to get that feeling, that I have to go and I lay down and I have a big glass of water, and sometimes I'll take an ASA. You know, that would usually bring it down a little bit, and I usually start coming around then. But yeah, no, that's definitely not something you want to play with. Is your blood pressure? I know all about that. That's what the doctor looks at every time I go there. He just says, "Well, let me take a look at your blood pressure." How did you know that I had high blood pressure?
No, but listen.
What? Hello? Where'd you go?
Huh?
Hello? Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
right. Well,
Yeah, I was
listen to
saying,
me,
how'd you
ma'am.
know
You
I had
need to
high blood?
listen.
Oh, I was talking about it that I had high blood pressure. Yeah.
Hold on. Could you hold on for just a second?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm here. Hold on.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, well, ma'am, listen to me. Uh, when you were working before you retire, have you ever done any investment before? Have you ever been invest before?
Well, I know my pension was invested in things, but it wasn't invested by me, so I don't know what was going on there. You know, they would try to get you to go in for these meetings with the pension people, the company that did the pension, and they would want us to go in to talk about all these different ways that they're investing the money, but I really didn't really care too much about learning about all of that stuff because, you know, I had stuff to do at the bank. I wasn't in investing or anything. Holy cow.
Okay. What I want to say to you, listen, have you ever invested in stocks or bonds or CDs or IRA or etc. before?
When I worked at the bank, I know that they invested my pension in a lot of different things. I'm not sure exactly what the particulars are or how it worked, but I wasn't really big into
Uh,
learning about all of the
so
investing
which
kind of
bank
stuff. But
and which
I
bank
knew
do you
about how
bank
to
with?
set up
Which bank?
new accounts and how to do all of that. But I mean, I worked at the bank before there was they really even used computers a whole lot. You know, you had to punch things into certain computers at the end of the day, but I mean, from day to day, you were writing things on and punching things into notebooks and this and that, but it wasn't all done by computers. That's for sure. But I mean, a lot of industries that I'm sure. Hello.
Yes,
I
can
mean,
you
I
hear
know
me?
I noticed it myself because I worked in the bank industry, but they probably started bringing them in
So what did
probably
they
in the
what did
80s.
they invest? Listen to me, sweetheart. What did they invest your pension in?
Well, as I was saying, I really didn't. I know the company that some mutual company or something. I don't know who they were exactly now, but they would have meetings and they would schedule meetings and they would want all the employees to go in to learn about that stuff. But
So what
I
was
didn't
your
really care
listen,
to
sweetie?
learn about
Can you
what
hear me?
kind of
Hello,
funds or what bonds or
sweetheart,
stocks or
sweetheart.
I mean, I had all kinds of other things that I had to learn about and remember myself. I wasn't going to get into all of that.
Live by himself.
It just seemed like to
I'm
me
good,
it
man.
seemed like it was extra
Take your
work
time
when
with
I
it, man.
wasn't getting paid.
Take your time.
Me
You
and
know
Captain
what I
Melissa
mean?
Get on your
yard,
stuff.
You
man.
know,
Me
I
teach
don't
her.
want to I don't want to
Take
do
your time.
extra work and not get paid for it. So that's how I felt when I was listening to that kind of stuff. When I worked at the bank. So, you know, you start talking about bank things, it feels like I'm at work. So I didn't want to go and sit through. They were like an hour to 2 hours long sometimes. Hello?
I'm here, darling. I'm
All right.
listening to you. I'm
Yeah,
taking my time and I'm listening.
those meetings were usually fairly long. So I never. I mean to make a long story short, I don't know. I
Good
don't
morning,
know
my granny.
what they were ever invested in.
Mhm.
They may be invested still. I don't know how that all works. I just get
So
I get my pension every month.
okay, so how much? Let me ask you, what was your position at the Bank of America, darling?
Well, I retired as a supervising teller.
Oh, as a supervisor teller, that's very great. And what I want to ask you as well, my darling, when is it you said that we're possible to make the delivery at your home? Because you say today is not a good day, right?
Well, I have my appointment at about 4 o'clock, so I have to go in for that. And I mean, if that could take a little while, I might not be home till maybe closer to 6 o'clock. It all depends on
What
a
is the
number of
time you
different
have on your
factors. I
clock
mean, the
now?
factors including like the doctor, traffic, and the pharmacy, the pharmacy is another bottleneck point in this whole process. So probably be an hour and a half. So I mean, I wouldn't suppose that you guys wanted to work in the evening. So I mean, I would probably scratch today for as an option for us for this. So tomorrow I was supposed to go to the market, but as I said, I certainly can cancel that. I don't need my beetroot as
Mhm.
as much as I would want the
So
money to
can I
buy a
ask
whole
you
lot of
something?
beetroots. You know, and
Can I ask
buy
you
an awful lot
something?
of beetroot with $5 million. What?
Yeah, can I say something to you?
Yes, of course. Yeah, you can always say
So do
something to me. I'm always open. You
so
can
so
open book and open ears and open arms
okay.
too.
All right. Let me ask you there. Let me ask you. So, do you live alone or you live with someone?
Well, I live with my cat.
Oh, your cat?
Yeah, that's the only other living being except for any of the critters. If you consider them
Okay.
living, you know, I'm sure there's a
And who handles your
couple of
business? Listen,
families of
listen,
spiders
darling. Hello.
down in the basement and up in the attic. I mean,
So let me
other
ask
than
you.
them, it's just me and the kitty
Okay.
cat,
So
and you
so
know
let me ask you, my
he's
darling.
still only quite young too. I bought him
So
about
which
a year
listen to me,
and a
darling.
half after
Hello,
my husband
hello.
died because my husband was allergic to cats, so we never had any animals at all of our lives. It wasn't until he died that I went out. I adopted a cat.
Okay. And which bank do you bank with, my darling?
A Bank of America.
Bank of America is your bank, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And how many? And I mean, that's your bank which you have been with for years, right?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Are you a owner of a company? Are you a business owner?
No, no. Now, my
Okay.
husband was a business owner. He did a lot of salvaging. He did different salvage jobs, get contracts from the government to tear down different installations, or even one time they did it was a Coast Guard ship that they salvaged, and
Yo.
they tore that all
Sing it.
apart. But he had a business, a registered business.
Mhm.
I remember years ago he got in some little bit of because after he first started, he really didn't. He's not a very big numbers man. He never was really big in numbers. So I think he did a little fudging of the numbers in the beginning and kind of didn't pay all of his taxes, and they came after him, and they were able to figure it out, and oh, you owe us this money. I remember he was so mad, but you know, he got that taken care of fairly quickly. But yeah, it was he did it was
So did your husband die left cash and stuff for you?
well, he did the insurance did have life insurance, and he died from a fall, so it was
Oh.
accidental.
Oh, okay, I understand you. So with the Bank of America, how many accounts you have with the Bank of America, darling?
I just have a checkings and a savings account.
Just a checking and just a
Yeah,
checking and a savings account you
yeah,
have with them, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay, and are you a valid debit or credit card holder?
No, I never have believed in holding any of those. They charge you to use them, and then they charge you all this interest on the money as well. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
you're just taking money for nothing. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's just I never agreed. I said I have my own money. I don't need to borrow yours at at the cost of debt. Well, that's what you do is
Oh,
you borrow it at the cost of debt. I don't need
okay.
debt. I'm not in debt. I have my own money, so I don't. That's how I've always thought of. So I mean, now when my husband was alive, he had a business a credit card, but I mean there was reasons for that, this or that or whatever, with all the taxes and whatnot. But yeah, I don't. He used them, but I never agreed. I mean, his business had the money to be able to not use them, as reasoning was, but he wasn't one for to listen to anybody else's opinion. Hello, lost.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, there you are. I
Yeah,
thought I lost you.
yeah. No, I don't. You don't last me, darling. What I'm saying to you is that I mean, so I mean, do you have any kids?
Oh, we never had any children. I always wanted
Oh,
children. I was
okay, I
never blessed with.
understand. So let me ask you, ma'am. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this. You do know that once you have won a prize from Publishers Clearinghouse or a sweepstakes company, you have to pay governmental taxes. You know that, right?
Well, as I said, my husband got all wrapped up in all of that hoopla with the taxes and the IRS. I know he was into it for it was probably a good year that he was paying it off. I mean, he did it. He did it fairly quickly.
Yeah,
And
but what
I
I'm
know
hold on.
they have some pretty hefty interest on the taxes. It's like, my goodness, if you don't pay this, they're going to charge you all of this money. I was all worried about that.
Okay, right.
He
That's
took it
what I'm
very
saying.
seriously, and he
So
got it
can
taken
you hear
care
me?
of very quickly. Usually he wasn't one to do things quickly, but I think they lit a fire underneath his butt. I definitely did. But you get threatened with $50,000-$60,000 worth of penalty fees. You're gonna pull up your britches and get to work and try to get it taken care of, right? So, yeah, I think that's kind of what happened with him there. Is that's what happened. I mean, I myself, I've always I've done my taxes. I've always had them done by somebody. I never took care of it myself because I don't trust myself to do all of that maths. I mean, I know how to do the maths, but I don't know how to do all of the calculations. There's a difference between maths and calculations, right? You can know how to do maths, but not calculations.
Okay,
So I
my
really
dear.
didn't know how to
Okay,
do the
so
calculations. So
let me ask
I
you.
would let
Let me.
somebody else do it. And I mean, I've always done that all my life. So I'm caught up on my taxes.
Okay, so listen to me. You do.
Do what?
I'm saying you know that once you have won a prize, you know that you would have to pay taxes to the government, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay, and do you have a problem to pay taxes to the government?
Well, I do. Yes, I do. Certainly I always have a problem with paying the tax. I don't want to. That's the problem.
Why you don't want to?
Who wants to pay taxes?
Huh?
Who wants to pay taxes?
So how
Are you
you're gonna
taking a
get what
shit?
you're? Huh?
Are you taking a shit?
What are you talking about?
Are you taking a shit?
If I'm shitting?
Yes.
No, ma'am. Why would you say that?
It just sounded like you're taking a shit.
No, ma'am. Why would I do that?
I don't know. That's why I was asking. Are you? That'd be very strange.
I wouldn't do that. Okay.
Right?
Okay. So what I'm saying, why you don't like to pay tax?
Because I'm a libertarian.
Because you are a libertarian.
Yes.
So what is it that you're trying to say? You're trying to tell me that you won't pay your taxes?
Well, I mean, I have to, under penalty of law, so of course I'm going.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking to me.
Yes, of course, I'm not gonna just not pay taxes. I've told you, I've seen what they can do. They don't play. They will fine you and give you fees that are just unreasonable.
Definitely. So what I want to say to you is that, I mean, so have you ever invested in stocks or bonds, CDs or IRAs before?
My employer, we had a pension. Now, I'm not sure exactly what they investing in. I know that the company that did it, they would try to round up all the employees probably once a year or so to have this little meeting to learn about the different ways that they invest in companies, portfolio, whatnot, and risk assessments, and all of this. Now, I always thought I worked at the bank, so for you talking about bank stuff, I felt like it was some sort of extension of my work. You go to these meetings, you don't get paid for it. I opted out. I never went in. So I don't know what they were investing in. I mean, they would have divulged it, but I didn't ever take the opportunity to learn about that.
Okay, so what are you saying? You know that you got some investment, but you're not sure about what investment you have. That's what you're saying, right?
Basically, yeah. I had a pension plan, because with the pension plans, what they do is they take all of the money from everybody. They put it into a fund, and then they invest it in different ways. They might, I don't know all of the ways, and that's the thing. I never went in and learned about that. So I was given the opportunity, so I only blame myself for that. It's not like I'm saying that they didn't do their job in explaining
So
investments to me because that
let
is
me
part
ask
of
you,
the
darling. Let
responsibility
me
of a
ask you,
financial advisor.
darling.
And
Hello.
I know that because there's a lot of advisors that worked at the bank say, they do have ethics and regulations that they have to abide by. So
Mhm. Right, definitely to be, and you know that for a fact you would have to stand up on your feet to do whatever you have to do as well,
oh
right?
my goodness, we would always have to stand up on our feet. That's all we did is stand on our feet. There was one person that was able to sit down for most of the day, but she was working on this little special typewriter that did some sort of things. I never learned that part. She was
So
check punching.
did you had money?
I think she punched in
Listen?
PDCs
Did
or
you had
something like
money
that.
problems?
I'm not sure if it was an ACH or what it was, but it was like a wire thing I believe it goes to all of the different banks and kind of send things over the wire that way.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you, ma'am, had you ever had money problems?
Have I ever had money problems?
Mhm.
Oh no. I mean, only the problem of wanting more, I guess. I mean,
Oh
everybody.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. So what I'm gonna say to you, my darling.
Hello? Hello? Hey there? Hello? Lost him again. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Did you disconnect your call?
No, you disconnected. Why'd you hang up on me?
No, ma'am. I didn't hang up on you, and I wouldn't ever do that. Maybe it's some bad connection, and I'm so sorry for the disconnection. Okay. 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 So what I want to say to you, my dear, in regards of stuff what we're doing, you're able to stand up for your taxes and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, after all of these years of standing up because as I said, I was a teller, right? I worked as a teller, and
Mhm.
then, as you can imagine, you have to stand up to talk to the people. So I worked there for almost 20 years. I mean, after 20 years, it's taken a toll on my knees. I believe that
And do
that's
you
why my
handle?
knees
Listen to
hurt
me,
so bad
darling.
all the time.
Darling, can
Is
you
because
hear
I
me?
just
Hello,
stood
can you
up
hear me?
most of my working life. So they do
And
get
listen.
sore now, but I still
Oh,
can't stand, and I do like to move around and still get around, and I try to I do try to
right.
walk as
That's
much as
what
I can.
I and
Now, when I do go
you
into
do
a store that has one of those little trolley things, scooter or whatever you want to call them, I do sometimes take advantage of that.
so can I ask you something,
And
my
I
dear?
think that is just such a nice thing for store customers because
Right.
you certainly
And
do need it sometimes.
have you ever done online banking before?
Yes, yeah, I do online computer.
So you do have a
On my computer,
computer, right?
yes. My nephew gave me my computer. He showed me how to do some of the basics. I learned others on my own. I mean, I feel I have
So
actually shown other people. Sometimes I go down to the community center on a Thursday night. So they have a senior night, and I will I'll actually show some of my friends down there different things that I've
so
learned
do you
because
got
they
computer?
they all
Listen,
they all
sweetheart,
love to get onto the computer, but they don't know
sweetheart,
how to do
listen
it
to me,
sometimes.
sweetheart,
And
listen
there's
to me,
different things
sweetheart,
that I know how to do
sweetheart.
that they just
Hello,
don't know how to do that I've learned.
hello.
Yes, not all of them
Yes.
even have computers themselves.
Do you have a computer for yourself?
I do. I have that because it was given to me by my nephew. So I consider myself lucky.
Okay.
He does like video games and stuff on the computer.
Hmm.
So he buys a computer almost as often as he buys a new telephone. I said, "Oh my
Okay.
goodness, how can you afford to be buying all of these things every every other year?" I said, "You just bought a new one. You were just showing me this new one the other day. Now you got a newer
Hmm.
one." Oh my goodness. I said, "You just want to
Okay.
try to keep up with the Joneses, isn't it? Want to keep up
So,
with the Joneses."
my
I've
sweetheart,
used to
listen
know
to
all
me,
kinds of people with that was like
darling,
that they just
darling,
wanted to keep up with the Joneses
darling.
all the
Hello,
time. I was
darling,
never really like
darling.
that. I always liked to keep form and function. So if it had a function, then I would keep it. And if it had form, I would keep it. But I didn't need to get rid of something just because it was outdated.
Okay, so listen what I want to say to you. Listen what I want to say to you, my dear. You have an email address, right?
What's that?
Do you got an email address?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. What is the email address?
It's SHOW.
Hold on, sweetie. Hold on. Just a moment. Let me get my computer system open, okay?
Oh, you're okay.
All right. Okay, darling. What is the email address, darling?
What?
What is the email address? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear it.
What is the email address?
Oh, it's SHOW
Mhm.
MEHOW
Mhm. Mhm.
TO
Did you say T-O? T as in
TO.
Tom?
Yep.
Mhm.
KNIT.
Co?
KNIT.
K-N-I-T?
Yes, knit.
Did you say K-N-I-T or K-N-I-E?
KNIT as in tank
Okay. Mhm.
at gmail.com.
So that is show me how to kin at gmail.com.
Yes, yeah. Through knit.
Oh,
KNIT.
K-N-I-T, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and go with your full name for me as well. That's June.
June, June.
Mhm.
Last name Funklitle.
Hold on. What is your last name? Did you say
Funklitle.
A or K? Hold on. Did you say F-U-N-K or F-U-N-A?
K.
K. Mhm.
Little.
F-U-N
K.
F-U K.
Little. Funk Little.
Okay, Funk Little, right?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure, Mrs. Funk Little. Okay, and what I'm gonna say to you, do you know how to check your email, Mrs. Funk Little?
Yeah.
Okay, you do know that. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, as I say to you, I'm here and I'm gonna be in charge of your delivery, ma'am, and I'm gonna ensure that you receive your prize delivery. What you're gonna do for me again, because I have to make sure all your information correct with what's in the system. So you're gonna go with your full address again for me and take your time. I say to you, you're gonna go and you're gonna verify your full address with me again, just to make sure I have it correct.
Oh, it's 320 West 56th.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
320 West
Mhm.
56th Street.
320 West.
56th.
Did you say 5-6 or
Yes,
6-6?
that's
5-6, right?
yes.
Mhm. And that's in New York. What is the zip code?
My zip code is
Mhm.
0709.
Okay, darling. And your email it is all in lowercase, right?
Don't think emails are case sensitive.
Huh?
I don't think emails are case sensitive.
No case. That's what I ask you if it is all in lowercase because
Oh.
that's what I used to. Huh? Ma'am?
What?
I'm saying to you, your email is all in lowercase, right?
Is that you telling me?
Huh?
You telling me?
No, I'm asking. I'm
But
asking
I
if
said
your email
the
is...
emails they're not case sensitive.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do?
It's
What
it.
are you planning on doing right now? Because what I wanna do, ma'am, I wanna send you something that you could also read. Do you got printers at home? Do you have printers at home?
No, I don't have it.
You don't have a printer. Okay. But you're able to see stuff in your email if I should send you something in your email, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my dear. Okay. So what I'm gonna say to you, I'm gonna ask you to give me 10 minutes and I will call you back. I'm gonna send you something in your email what you're gonna have to read through, okay?
What?
I'm gonna send you something in your email and you're gonna read through it, okay?
Oh yeah.
And that's okay for me to send you something in your email and you could read it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my dear. So, I mean, don't go anywhere. Don't leave the house. I'm going to get something sent to you and I'm going to call you right back, okay?
All right.
Okay, darling. So I'll call you back in a few.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
So,
Hello. 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 Where'd you go? Hello. Hello.
yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Did you try to call me back?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what I thought you tried to call me back. I'm sorry. I'm still working on getting this sent to you. So just be patient. I will call you back, all right?
Okay. All right.
All right. And is there any question of your choice, my dear?
No. No.
And everything is going on fine with you. So far, you're okay, right?
Yes. Yeah.
and you
Is there a
remember
reason?
exactly
I don't know what you mean.
I'm saying to you, you remember what you're supposed to receive, right?
Why would I forget so quickly?
Oh my goodness. All right, no problem, my dear. So let me have this done and call you back.
Okay.
All right.
Right. Hold on. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. What I'm gonna say to you is that, in regards of stuff, I'm working on things for you. So don't you worry. You will soon be getting the information shortly. Okay?
What's that? What are you asking for?
I
Do I
said
need
to
to give
you, huh?
something else?
No,
You
I
want to
said
know
to
something?
you, no, darling. I'm saying that you will soon get the information on your computer, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just don't go anywhere, sweetheart. Just wait for me to call you back. And what is the time on your clock?
Well, it's at just after 2.
Just after 2. Okay, sweetheart. Be safe. I'll call you just right back as soon as I'm done, okay?
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Why not? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Could you verify back the email address for me, because it's saying the address you give me can't found.
Can't what?
The address that you give to me, the email address, it's not a correct email address.
Well, that's probably because you wrote it down wrong.
Okay, go
It
over
says
with it
show me
again.
how to knit at gmail.com.
What was it? Spell it out again for me.
It's gracious. SHOW MEHOWTOKNIT.
Oh,
Show me
it's
how
K.
to knit.
Okay. All right, darling. No problem. Let me have it sent off and call you just right back, okay?
All right.
All right.
Bonjour, hello. Toodaloo.
Yes, can you hear me?
Toodaloo, toodaloo, hello.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are, yeah. Toodaloo.
Hello?
Toodaloo, toodaloo, hello. Hello?
Hello?
Hello,
Can
hello,
you
yes.
hear me?
Yes, toodaloo, hello. I can hear you. Toodaloo.
I'm sorry?
Toodaloo, hello.
Ma'am,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Toodaloo, hello.
I'm sorry?
Toodaloo, hello. Toodaloo, hello.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello. Toodaloo.
What are you saying, ma'am? What are you trying to do, ma'am?
Toodaloo, hello. Hello.
Ma'am, you're playing a game,
Why do you
right?
call me and just not talk?
But, ma'am, what are you saying? Hello, hello,
Toodaloo, hello.
Well,
Yes, I'm saying hello to you, and you're just... goodness. You're very socially awkward, aren't you?
all right. What I'm going to ask you to do for me, could you check your
Toodaloo,
computer,
hello.
your email?
Hello?
Can you check your email for me?
Oh, yes, yeah. I don't have anything.
Huh?
I don't have anything.
You didn't see anything in your email?
No.
Check your spam, ma'am.
Spam. I
Huh?
don't like that stuff. No. I don't like all of that luncheon meats. It's way too salty. It has too much sodium.
What are you talking about?
Spam. I know Jeremiah
No,
used to
ma'am.
like a fried spam sandwich once in a while, and he would pick it up himself, but I don't ever buy it myself. It's way too high in sodium.
Hello?
It's just pig fat, basically.
Hello? Can you
Toodaloo,
hear
hello.
me?
Toodaloo, hello. Where'd he go? Hello?
You kept talking. Ma'am, hello?
Yeah, oh, there. Hello. Yes, hello. Toodaloo, hello.
Ma'am, are you sure you're not playing a game here?
Is there a game to play?
So what are you talking to me like that? Hello, Tulo. What can I understand? Cannot understand what you're saying?
Is there some sort of a cultural gap here or something? Saying Toodaloo, hello.
So did you find the documents in your...
Yes, it's in my... I found it in the junk mail.
All right. What have you see on it?
It's from somebody named David Miller.
Right. He's the one who sent it from the publisher's clearinghouse to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see
You're
that.
gonna
It
open
says,
it.
congratulations for becoming our winner in our grand competition.
Mhm.
Your winning documentation is in the attached file.
Mhm. Okay, so open the attachment file. Did you open it?
Yes, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes, I'm trying to open. I want to open.
Let me know when you have it open.
Oh, stop. Get off. Stop. What was that?
You know what's that. What is that, ma'am?
It's just a window opened up.
No, ma'am. You know what you're doing, right?
And there. Okay, Publishers Clearinghouse. Please ensure. I have to read all of it. I don't want all of this. What is this? It looks like a lot
Yes,
to
ma'am.
read.
Read it. Ma'am, hello?
Hello.
So why can't you read it to let me hear it?
What?
Why can't
Have you not
read
read it?
Let me hear it.
I'm reading it.
So why can't you read it? Let me hear it. Is there a problem?
Yes, I'm not a public speaker.
Well, you're playing a game. Today, before I have to tell you many times that you talk too much. Now you're telling me you're not a public speaker, right? Well, listen to
No,
me.
well, why do I have to read it all out to you? Do you not know it yourself? You're acting like the one that you're playing games here. You're trying to, what are you trying to do? Are you recording me or something? Are you pranking me here or something?
Why would
What the hell are you talking about?
You listen.
Well, you're asking an awful lot of weird questions all the time, and it's very strange.
So let me ask you this. Today, before we got in touch with all of this, you didn't want to give me no time to talk. So how is it you're giving me time to talk now?
Giving you time to talk? What do you mean? I was giving you time to talk.
All right, I was giving you
time to talk the whole time. Oh, Toodaloo, hello.
Ma'am, you're being disrespectful. You have yourself a good one, okay? Goodbye.
You called me back to say goodbye?
Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next one, Boda out.
Well,
You have been scambaited by Boda.